All right, welcome to Chapter 10, and we are looking at Congress. Your essential question for Unit 3 here is, what makes a successful Congress? So what do they do? What are they supposed to be doing? And how can we tell if they're doing a good job? So we're going to be looking at Chapter 10, Section 1, which is just about the national legislature, so Congress in general. And the essential question for Chapter 10 is, what is
While it's very safe and it moves very deliberately, the downside of bicameralism is it's very difficult to get things done.
Today the concept is bicameralism. Professor Obazowe, define the term bicameral for our students.
Bicameral legislature is a legislature or a lawmaking body with two houses. In the United States, we have the House of Representatives and the Senate that makes up our Congress.
All right, now Professor Reese, we've had a pretty extensive discussion about this going in. I mean, what's the basic idea or purpose behind dividing a legislature into two different bodies or houses?
Yeah, there's kind of two theories around this. One is that the Founding Fathers, when they were trying to figure out what the new United States government was going to look like, they couldn't agree on something. They had the Virginia Plan, the New Jersey Plan, and so they just put them together as a compromise. They called it the Connecticut Compromise or the Great Compromise. So some people say this is just pragmatism that put us in this direction of bicameralism. Others say the Founding Fathers were more intentional than that. They wanted to set up two houses, the House and the Senate, so that it would be actually difficult for legislatures to make law.
Oh, now that makes sense. I mean, we can tie in some other concepts here, Professor Obazowe. How about like the checks and balances? I mean, that's a key component of the American system of democracy. How does bicameralism relate to the system of checks and balances?
That is true. It helps us understand the concept of separation of powers with checks and balances, so that when one house passes a law, if the other house doesn't pick it up, the law does not actually proceed or mature to go to the president for his action or signature. So in that sense, it helps to create more debate and more ideas to provide for a solid law.
Okay, so Professor Reese, I guess both of you can chime in here. So what are the current or contemporary examples that we have of bicameralism at work and why it's important?
No, there's several. I think two biggies that we have are this ongoing debate over health care. You know, we passed a sweeping health care reform during the Obama administration, and then the House of Representatives tried to repeal it, and the Senate said they wouldn't do it. And so it's a good example of how bicameralism is working to slow the process down. Another example is with the federal budget. So we've been trying to pass a federal budget. A lot of fighting going back and forth between the House and the Senate, and they've had to really compromise before they could get something passed.
Okay, so what's the potential connection, I guess, between bicameralism and gridlock?
I think there's a direct connection. That's the downside of bicameralism. While it's very safe and it moves very deliberately, the downside of bicameralism is it's very difficult to get things done.
I guess that's the last word. Thank you very much. Great discussion, you guys. See you the next time.